Good morning, Arizona. I'm Jef Rawls.
I'm Ken Kaz, and this is AZTV's monthly news and review for August 2010.
The show where we bring you last month's news in case you forgot. And because next month's news, well, it's just not available yet.
Our top story last month, 3 convicted murderers escaped from a privately run prison in Kingman, Arizona. The 3 convicts, led by John McCluskey, broke free of the prison by executing an elaborate and complex escape plan, whereby they took a pair of wire cutters, cut a giant hole in the fence, and left, unnoticed. Middle of the day. Embarrassment over the ease at which the prisoners were able to escape has cost the job of 2 high-ranking prison officials, Colonel Wilhelm Klink and Sergeant Schultz resigned on August 16th. During a press conference, Sergeant Schultz reiterated that he knew nothing of the prison break, while an obviously irritated Colonel Klink simply shouted, "McCluskey!"
In a statement that sounds all too familiar, a spokesperson for MTC, the private company that owns and operates the Kingman prison, dismissed as rubbish allegations that the company knowingly cut corners and ignored safety protocols in the days leading up to the prison break. MTC pledged that the prison is secure and a plan is already underway to temporarily plug the hole in the fence by filling it with thick prison mud and golf balls. Furthermore, MTC assured local residents that the flow of convicted murderers into the local environment will be capped off by the end of October, when a permanent relief fence is scheduled to be in place.
Now that does sound eerily familiar. Speaking of holes, BP announced that the hole in their pipeline has been completely sealed and that 75% of the oil in the Gulf has magically disappeared. BP further stated that the remaining oil that can be seen along the Gulf wetlands will soon sink to the bottom, where it will naturally germinate into an expansive jelly bean field. And don't you worry about those tar balls either. Turns out they're actually unicorn eggs.
President Obama took a swim in the Gulf of Mexico recently to show Americans that it's safe to return to the Gulf waters. Aides close to the president were shocked to see him swim in the water, stating he usually just walks on it. The president's willingness to put himself at risk testing the waters has some in Washington, hoping he'll personally test the first manned mission to Mars.
A rare yellow lobster was discovered in the waters off of Rhode Island. The creatures are so scarce that odds of finding one are estimated at 1 in 30 million. The extremely rare and valuable lobster was placed in a protective tank where it died. Guess those odds are more like 1 in 60 million now.
An iceberg 3 times the size of Manhattan has broken away from a glacier in Greenland. Global warming theorists say it's undeniable proof that the Earth is getting hotter, while those who don't believe in global warming said, "La la la, I can't hear you. Global warming is a myth. I can't hear you. Al Gore doesn't exist. La 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 la."
It's quite the intelligent debate they have raging. In Lexington, Kentucky, a large oak tree toppled over, ironically crushing a 70-foot sculpture that was being built as a memorial to honor the tree. A memorial to honor the memorial that honored the tree is scheduled to be erected.
On August 10th, the World Health Organization declared an end to the swine flu pandemic. On August 16th, India announced 84 more people died from the swine flu pandemic. Apparently, they didn't get the memo.
Drug cartels in Mexico have placed a $1 million bounty on Sheriff Joe Arpaio's head. It's not likely that anyone would attempt to collect on the bounty, since the sheriff's ego-inflated head is so large, it would only work out to about $1 a pound. Hardly worth the effort. The announcement of the bounty actually sparked a bidding war between the Mexican drug cartels and Tempe Town Lake officials, who are considering using Sheriff Joe's inflated head to replace the inflatable dam that ruptured in July.
Economic relief is in store for some college students. Students attending any of the Maricopa community colleges can now rent their books as opposed to owning them. The new program will help students save money as well as prepare them for a life with a community college degree.
Ouch. Well, the city of Phoenix announced it is considering switching their employees to a 10-hour, 4-day work week to cut down on expenses. The announcement came as a surprise to many city employees who stated, "Since when do government employees work a 40-hour week?"
The political landscape heated up last month in Arizona as Ben Quayle, son of former Vice President Dan Quayle, announced his intention to run for Congress. Again, that's Ben Quayle, spelled Q-U-A-Y-L-E. Yes, there is an E at the end. When asked why he was entering the political arena, Quayle stated that he wants to go to Washington to search for the hottest chick in Congress. Good luck with that.
Well, SB 1070 continues to draw national attention to Arizona. Opponents of the new law have staged protests and boycotts in an effort to block the law, which makes it illegal to be in Arizona illegally. Blocking the law wouldn't make it legal to be here illegally. It would still be illegal to be here illegally, but legally it would be illegal to question the legality of one's legal status. Just so we're all clear on that.
Moving on to entertainment, during a recent concert, pop star Justin Bieber was struck in the head with a water bottle. Sadly, it was just a water bottle. We'll get him.
We'll get him.
We'll get him.
Can't hide forever.
That's right.
And congratulations to Phoenix teen Lauren Froderman, who won the $250,000 grand prize on the television show So You Think You Can Dance, beating out a host of extremely talented contestants, including us. You got lucky, Froderman.
Yeah. Real lucky.
Real lucky. If I didn't pull a hammy in week 6, that would have been mine.
Right.
The ambitious teen dance champion is excited to be back home, where she's entertaining the offer of a new local reality TV show entitled So You Think You Can Secure the Border.
And in sports, the Arizona Diamondbacks last month sucked.
Hard.
Yes, a lot. It's a ball and a bat and a glove.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
My kids figured it out.
Yeah.
And finally, the Center for Disease Control announced last month that a quarter of all Arizonians are obese. In response, Carl's Jr. announced they are coming out with the foot-long cheeseburger. Well played, Carl's Jr. Well played.
That's your news for August.
Stay cool, Arizona.
I can't see the end. Rain coming down.